Thank you for vibing with me. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you watch this video. Hope you have a good day. God bless to you and your family. Now, I got some things to talk about. To get off my mind. Mike Florio, famous sports writer, very popular in the world of sports. He's a vet. Some things, he's a vet when it comes to this sports talk, right? Very good commentator. I don't agree with everything the man says, but he is very good at his job. And Mike Florio believes that it's inevitable, if I say the word right, inevitable that Kyler Murray will be quarterback one. I'm gonna step in some dang on dog poop. It's inevitable that Kyler Murray will be quarterback one of the Minnesota Vikings. And I wanted to give you my opinion about it, right? And also, there's some more things that he was talking about. He was saying that it's a short-term answer and potential long-term answer fix for the Minnesota Vikings. He's also saying that this is a low-risk, high-reward because it's only $1.3 million of league minimum. And the one thing he was giving his opinion about, like, this is an instant upgrade at quarterback. And he also said that, I already kind of reported it, that there's not going to be a transition tag or franchise tag. So the Vikings, if he does do good, they can't let it be another Daniel Jones, or they can't let it be another Sam Darnold. They're going to have to sign him the bag before he becomes a free agent, because you don't want him to test the market. You don't want it to be another Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones situation, and I agree. He also said that he's playing both sides a little bit. 1 minute he's saying it's inevitable for Kyler Murray to be the starter, and then he says the next minute that he has to earn the starting job. But we already know what it is. We already know, most likely. Shout out to T-Bass in the building. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to everybody in the building. If y'all can, please make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all come in the building. Stay a little while. Give me y'all opinion in the comments. He's playing both sides somewhat, because he's like, all right, well, Kyler Murray's going to have to, win the job, pretty much, in other words. But then again, in another token, he's talking about it's inevitable that Kyler Murray is going to win the starting job for the Minnesota Vikings. So, I think it's a guarantee that Kyler Murray will be the starter for the Minnesota Vikings in 2026 NFL season. And I'm very optimistic, because he was saying, like, he did have some crucial, and I'm going to get to the comments shortly. He did have some major injuries. I think he had an ACL injury a couple years ago. He had some injuries, man. He said the one thing about Kyler Murray, you got to think of it like this. Even though he probably has some talent around him, he didn't have good coaching. The organization didn't really build around Kyler Murray all like that. And he's with a better team. He's with a better overall coach. This is like his best coach. These are not the exact words that Mike Florio said, but this is just I'm just kind of re-saying what he's saying in different words. And I just feel like Mike Florio is on to something. I think he's on the money. I'm not hating on the Cardinals organization, but I feel like the Minnesota Vikings are ran a little bit better. And I feel like right now, this is a perfect team when it comes, not perfect, but we have a very good defense. Match that with some of the best wide receivers in the game. And if Kevin O'Connell, we'll see what happens, because some people, like myself, I blame Kevin O'Connell for his play calling. But maybe it's not. Maybe Kevin O'Connell's not as bad as what I'm saying. Maybe it's just JJ McCarthy doesn't match this offense, and you got to go in another direction. Someone left a comment and said, that we can't babysit quarterbacks. They have to pretty much, sink or swim. You can't babysit a quarterback and hold his hand, but at the same time, I do feel like you need to simplify things if it's difficult for your quarterback to play the type of game you want him to play. But at the same time, I get it. If that's the offense he wants to run, he got to bring in a quarterback that can run his offense if J.J. McCarthy's not ready. So I agree with that. But shout out to everybody in the building. We got green and gold. Shout out to you. Mike is in the building. All right, let me read these comments. T-Bass said, constant Kyler Murray and J.J. McCarthy talk is getting very tiresome. Very tiresome indeed. Man, that's the only thing I can think of, man. That's worth the talk about right now. The only other thing we could talk about is Jonathan Grenard possibly getting traded, and maybe talk about some prospects that's happening, that we could possibly draft. But the biggest thing is this talk. I don't know, we could talk about draft prospects, but Bears sweep in Minnesota next season. I don't believe that, bro. I don't see Murray being long-term, maybe long-term bridge. The one thing about running quarterbacks, they don't have the long track record of playing to mid-30s injuries or wear and tear. That's true. It's starting to really happen to my guy Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is a quarterback that I have a lot of respect for because I like the way he overcame the obstacles. And when they were trying to say that he wasn't, when they drafted him, when the Ravens drafted Lamar Jackson, there's people that was being disrespectful saying he's not a quarterback, he's a running back, he's a wide receiver, he can't throw, he can't do this, he can't do that. Well, I never knew a quarterback that can win MVP 2 times and don't throw the ball ever. So, and one of those times he won MVP, he had most passing touchdowns in that season. So I just but I do agree what you're saying. Running quarterbacks, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't run out of bounds, like another good example is Cam Newton. I think Cam Newton was simply amazing. Like, y'all remember the MVP season of Cam Newton? And Cam Newton was trying to run over linebackers and defensive linemen. I'm like, bro, I remember the one play he did like a backflip or a front flip in the end zone. And ever since that season, when they got to the Super Bowl, he was hurt, injured, couldn't stay healthy. So yeah, running quarterbacks, it can definitely backfire if you don't get on the ground. But there's running quarterbacks throughout history that can stay healthy. You just got to make sure you take care of yourself and get down on the ground. Like, I know, I watched some highlights of Fran Tarkenton, and I know I'm going way back. I didn't get to watch Fran Tarkenton. I'm a 90s baby, so I didn't get to watch him. But what I will say is when I did watch the highlights, Fran Tarkenton was simply like, he was a true dual threat. He was amazing. Had great vision on the field, and et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? Et cetera, et cetera. Fran Tarkenton was a true running quarterback that could throw as well. You know what I mean? And I don't know about his injury history, but I know the man got to a few Super Bowls, so he must have been doing something good. It would have been great to win one of them, but it's very hard to win a Super Bowl. So, and it's a team sport. Things happen. I don't know exactly why we lost all 4 Super Bowls and what Super Bowls. Was he in all 4 Super Bowls? I'm not really 100% sure about that, but there's always something that happens. A missed field goal, a kickoff return, just something funky that always happens. But you're right, man. And another quarterback that I can think off the top of my head back in the day, because back in the day, it was way more physical. The game was played a lot more, what's a good word? Ruthless. Like, they didn't really have the rules they have now. So anything can pretty much go back in the day. So another quarterback that I can think of that was a dual threat is Steve Young. Steve Young was oh my gosh, man. I was watching some highlights of Steve Young a few weeks ago or a month ago. And there is a couple of plays that Steve Young, man, one of the best, man. One of the best of all time. Oh, shout out. I think the Vikings are. What's going on, dogs? Basketball. What's good with you? I think the Vikings are realizing this satisfy their fan base, but drafting McCarthy at 10 was a massive overreach, thinking they think mechanics are fixable. Yeah, you know what? With the whole McCarthy, my whole thing with McCarthy is I just hope he's using this as motivation. I feel like the year he tore his meniscus and once he was able to walk and drop back, I'm not saying he had to run and full speed or whatever. Once he can start working on his footwork, I'm just curious of what he was doing after the injury. What happened? Like, did he work on his footwork? Because starting in 2025, it seemed like we kind of, I don't want to say we went backwards, but it didn't look the best, man. Like, to start off. Hollywood Brown to the Eagles. Yeah, that man got a lot of speed, but that man can't catch though, bro. Like, he probably one of the fastest players in the game, but that man don't got no hands, bro. Like, I like his speed, and this is why I was trying to tell people, that 40-40 time don't mean nothing, bro. Well, it means something, but it don't mean everything. Like, people were trying to tell me, oh, this player's slow, but he has hands. He can win those 50-50 catches. Or Duke could get wide open and just drop a wide open pass because he just don't got no hands. Shout out to Christopher in the building. A lot of other things they talk about. How about talking about how to keep sustainable? Yeah, that's true. And Blake Brandel, that's true. But this is what I want to talk about. Respectfully speaking, this is what I want to talk about. I think this is something that that's on a lot of people's mind. Andy Reid is an example of good coaching. He never let the style of quarterback hold him back. He makes offenses to give the team its best chance at success. You know what though? I don't think people understand how good Andy Reid is, and this is coming from someone from PA. It's Philly everything for me besides football, as y'all know. I watched Andy Reid coach the Eagles and how great his coaching ability is. I think I don't think the Eagles lost because of Andy Reid. They went to the Super Bowl. I don't know, twice with the Eagles or at least once. I don't think it was because of coaching why they lost. Andy Reid always seemed to have the Eagles always in the playoffs. I don't know the exact record of the Eagles with Andy Reid. I know Andy Reid's record with the Eagles is amazing. I can't even imagine what it is. It's probably like, I have no clue. But I know for a fact Andy Reid's record has to be on point, like with the Eagles. I'm just talking about the Eagles. I'm not talking about the Chiefs, with the Eagles. So they just couldn't win the big games. Like, I know they got to a lot of NFC Championship games. They just couldn't win the big games. But it goes to show you that the best relationship in football is a quarterback and a head coach. That's why it was never going to work with Mike Zimmer and Kirk Cousins, because they never had a good relationship. That's why I don't think it's going to work with Kevin O'Connell and J.J. McCarthy. I don't care what anybody says. This is just my opinion. Respectfully speaking, he doesn't mess with J.J. McCarthy like that. And I don't think the relationship is as good as what people think it is. Just like we thought that the Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell relationship was on point, that was a bunch of BS. That was a bunch of bull crap. And that's just the bottom line to it. You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line to it. The relationship between a head coach and a quarterback, you don't have to necessarily love the guy, but it can't be it can't be like, all right, it was like at the press conference when he was talking about little stupid stuff. Like, that stuff you could keep in the house. When he was talking about, I don't think he should be grittying. Like, he didn't really like it. It's like, bro, that just showed that really bothered him. But that's not the only reason why he said at the press conference. I just felt like he just doesn't rock with J.J. McCarthy. Like, he just doesn't rock with him. And it's okay to change your mind about a certain player. But I just felt like that relationship was not going to work. Just like the Mike Zimmer, Kirk Cousins relationship wasn't going to work. But then you had the relationships like, all right, let's talk about Tom Brady and Bill Bill Belichick. They had their little, disagreements and stuff, but at the end of the day, they always showed each other a lot of respect and love. Maybe close to the end of the departure between the two, it kind of got bad, but man, those two seem like they worked it out. But yeah, I love Andy Reid, bro. I love what Andy Reid brought to the game. That's quoted from Dr. Seuss. He was a big football fan. Yup. The Bears. Well, shout out to the Bear fans, man. Hey, listen, the Bears going down this year, though. And I got to watch where I step because, look, I'm not making this up. I want to show y'all, but, like, I'm walking, right? If I didn't look down, literally, if I took one more step, I would have stepped in some dang on dog poop, man. Straight up. I don't know why people let their animals, their dogs, just poop all over the trail. I just don't understand it. You got all this grass. All this. But they let them do it right on the trail. You let them do it right on the trail. You got all this grass. I'm not making this up. You got all this grass on both sides. But you let your dog just crap all over the trail. And I never understood that. Scramble, a lot of being online. Scrimmage, waiting for guys to get open and didn't run a whole lot. You want to look at the running Vikings quarterback. Look. Joe Cap. Yup. Joe Cap still holds the NFL record for most touchdowns in the game at 7. Dang. Vikings lost to the first Super Bowl due to not taking it seriously before merger. It was basically a charity game for them. Next 3, they got beat by better teams. I think the Vikings won the last championship before it turned into the Super Bowl. I think they won the last championship before they started calling the championship Super Bowls. Yo, Mike, should Anthony Richardson get traded to the Packers? I don't know, man. I think Anthony Richardson gonna get traded though. I think he needs to go to another team. Good morning, brother. Charles, what's good with you, man? Good morning. Just stopping by to show some support. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, Charles, man. Be easy, man. God bless to you, bro. Newton, RG3, Lamar, and Allen are more recent running quarterbacks. Yeah. And RG3 got hurt. What RG3 get hurt his second season? I think RG3 got hurt his second season. Newton, I just feel like Newton was just too, I don't want to say too full of himself because he was very talented, right? I just felt like, I don't know, man. He was just trying to do too much. He was getting away with it a lot, though. Like, he would be running over dudes. And I'm like, dude, like, you're a quarterback, bro. Like, I get it. If it's the Super Bowl, do all you can to win. But, dog, you trying to do, like, all this extra stuff in the regular season. Yes, it was amazing to watch. He was on the Superman and all that. But I just feel like, yo, he messed up, like, trying to do too much during the regular season. Just use your arm a little bit more, bro. Like, use your arm. If you got accuracy problems, work on your accuracy a little bit more. But I feel like him trying to run over these linebackers and stuff really hurt him. My CEO host acknowledgement. Shout out to you, bro. Give Andy Reid the Vikings and he'd had championship at least. At least Kevin O'Connell can't get a playoff win. You know what? If we had a chance to get Andy Reid, I would choose Andy Reid. I would choose Andy Reid probably over any coach in the game right now. Like, I'm not even making this up. If I could choose Andy Reid over any of these coaches, well, what coach would you choose over Andy Reid? That's right now. That's coaching right now. What coach would you choose over Andy Reid? I don't think there's a coach in the game right now, to be honest with you. Not one coach in the game right now has more Super Bowls than Andy Reid. I don't think, right? I don't believe so, right? Am I tripping? And not even just the Super Bowls. Listen, it took Patrick Mahomes to get hurt. It took numerous players on their defense to get hurt. How many times did the Chiefs make it to the playoffs, bro? In a row. How many times did the Chiefs make it to the playoffs, but not just get to the playoffs? I'm talking about get deep in the playoffs. They're not just getting to the playoffs. They're going deep in the playoffs. Whether they had the first seed in the AFC or not, they're going deep in the playoffs every single season. I don't think there's a coach that's better than Andy Reid right now. Just my opinion. When it comes to the offensive-minded head coaches, I don't think there's anyone topping him, better than him. There is some great offensive-minded coaches, but I think Andy Reid's the top guy. Just my honest opinion. Just my honest opinion. Mike, as a Packers fan, we need a new coach. Matt LaFleur is a terrible coach in key situations, and the Bears aren't winning. The Bears ain't winning. They lost like almost all of their secondary. Dang. I don't know, bro. Your Packers don't seem that far away, to be honest with you, but hopefully they are far away because we trying to win a Super Bowl and y'all in our way. So hopefully y'all don't really, like, respectfully, I hope y'all don't improve too dang on much. I want good competition, but hey, listen, y'all got Super Bowls. We trying to get one. But you have to assume some wild animals, especially where you're at. Nah, bro, this is dog poop, bro. I could tell what dog poop look like, bro. Like, I know what deer poop look like, and maybe it could be something else. Bro, this is dog poop, bro. I know what dog poop look like, bro. I could just tell. Bro. But like, it's cool. I mean, I love animals. I love dogs, but my goodness, just pick it up. Pick it up or put it in the grass or something. Like deer poop, I could tell what deer poop looks like. It looks like little blueberries. Don't eat it, though. Don't eat it. It looks like little blueberries. Kyler Murray, but it's also weird that we get mad at people who let their dog on their grass and then tell them they have to have a bag in it. So I feel like it's constant anxiety anyways. Yeah, like I get, like, for instance, right? I feel like people got to understand this. All right, so if you have a dog, right, and you're on a public trail, at least don't let them poop on the trail, right? And then, all right, say for instance, right, you have a dog and you got a nice next door neighbor, and all they ask is if your dog poops in my yard, make sure you pick it up. Just pick it up. I mean, it's not your property to just let them just. If it's somebody's property, I just think you should just pick it up. You know what I mean? But like if it's like public and it's just like it's nobody really, you know what I mean? Just don't let them. Like, this is a public trail, right? Just don't let them just crap in the middle of the trail. All this grass here. That's how I'm looking at it. You got all this grass here, bro. Yeah, I stepped in some damn poop. That's why I feel some type of way, because I wasn't paying. I was looking at my phone, and I'm like, I just went into this big pile of dog crap, and I said, oh my gosh. And then further down the trail, I'm not saying it was that person's dog, this big behind German Shepherd. It looked like a German Shepherd, and then like the person had a bag with him. I'm not saying it was dumb, but I'm like, all right, it had to have been a big dog because that was a big pile of crap. Like, what are we doing here? Anthony Richardson is going to be a starter somewhere. I don't know, man. He gotta get it together, man. He gotta get another opportunity. He gotta go to a team without any quarterback. Maybe go to the Steelers. I don't think the Steelers got anybody. Or maybe sit behind Aaron Rodgers if they re-sign Aaron Rodgers and go from there. But I don't know, man. Newton didn't really have a full support system now in terms of the team backing him, not the players. Yeah, Cam Newton covered up a lot of deficiencies. That's what good quarterbacks do. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to just, like, I feel like he put his body on the line way too often. You know what I mean? Way too often. And it's like he will initiate the contact sometimes. Like, he'll put his head down, his shoulder down, and initiate the contact. And it's like, bro, it's cool to do it once in a while, but don't do it all the time. And it's just crazy because that MVP season was one of the craziest seasons I've probably ever seen in a quarterback. And I'm like, yo, I would like to see 3 more of those seasons. I would like to see 5 more of those seasons. But it takes a toll on your body. I don't care how big and strong you are. These are 250-pound, 230-pound grown men, the most athletic men probably in the world, or some of the most athletic men in the world. Top athletes that can jump, run, just, can't imagine. Then you got these 300-pound defensive linemen. It's just a lot, bro. I don't care. Like, I understand he was like, what is it, like 6'5", 250, 260, 230? I don't know. But he was just doing too much, bro. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? It's a physical sport. You got to do what it takes to win. But I would have tried to save that for the playoffs. In some cases. You know what I mean? The Packers need to get rid of and change their kicker so we have someone who doesn't miss kicks in key situations. Yeah. We just got a punter. I gotta get his name. I gotta do a video about him. But yeah, special teams is so important. Special teams is one of the most important factors of success for an NFL team. Facts. Kyler Murray is trash, bro. Y'all should have kept Darnold. Hey, listen, we can't go back to Darnold. It's a wrap for that. And I agree. I would have loved to keep Darnold, but the problem is he ain't with us no more. And it's a wrap. He just won a Super Bowl with the Seahawks. We ain't getting him back. We ain't getting him back, man. Sam Darnold, where you at? McVay ain't been there as long, y'all. I think that's true. Stat on Andy Reid Super Bowl count. Yeah, he been to so many big games, bro. I choose a couple coaches of Reid just because the longevity left, but it take most coaches over. Yeah, that's funny. Dang, bro, you don't. I choose Mike Tomlin over Reid. I don't know about that, bro. Nah, I don't know about all that. Like, I like Mike Tomlin, bro, but nah, bro. Like, I get it. People are gonna probably say, oh, well, Andy Reid got Patrick Mahomes. Well, I mean, you gotta, like, listen, I don't be knocking players or teams or coaches for having talent. What team has won a Super Bowl without talent? Because people be trying to push that narrative on people. Like, for example, Sam Darnold won the Super Bowl. Well, it wasn't Sam Darnold. It was just his defense. I'm like, what? So he can't have no talent around him? So he gotta just do everything. He gotta be Superman. He gotta play defense. He gotta play offense. He gotta play special teams. He gotta do absolutely everything for people to give him respect. You know? So I don't take nothing away from, like, great coaches that won multiple Super Bowls. I don't take nothing away from players that won Super Bowls when they had a great coach and a great team around them. Because you could still have a great coach. You could still have great players on your team and not ever win a Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is so hard to win, bro. Coming from a Viking fan opinion. We ain't never win one, so it's like, and I know we had great teams throughout NFL history. But I like Mike Tomlin. If Mike Tomlin would have been the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Big Ben was the quarterback for maybe 10 seasons with Mike Tomlin, we might have a different conversation. I don't know. But what I will say is this. The one thing I love about Andy Reid is he started from scratch. Anytime you go to a whole new franchise, you left one franchise that gave up on you, and you leave that franchise and go to a whole nother franchise in the AFC at that, and then you had a good season with Alex Smith, a couple of seasons he got hurt, and then you drafted Patrick Mahomes. I think he sat like one season. And then ever since Patrick Mahomes, and you building this team out, then you got to think about the coaching staff around him, how he was very intelligent to figure out the coaching staff. He was very intelligent in taking a chance with Patrick Mahomes. I remember when the Chiefs drafted Patrick Mahomes, and they was trying to say this guy he's more of a quarterback that has a lot to work on. They made it seem like this man ain't going to play for like 3 seasons after being drafted. You know what I mean? They made it seem like, why would they reach for him? And it turns out that was the biggest reach. That was a great reach. You know what I mean? And that's Andy Reid, man. Like I said before, I'm not taking none away from Patrick Mahomes. But listen, bro, I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes wouldn't be great. But Andy Reid is such a great offensive-minded coach, man. He going to put Patrick Mahomes in the best positions to be successful. You know what I mean? But you got to have that quarterback to make it work. See, he had some good quarterbacks, mainly McNabb with the Eagles. McNabb wasn't a bad quarterback. I think later in his career he got a bad rep. And then like Terrell Owens and what he was doing, and you know, I think he said he was talking trash on McNabb. But McNabb was a good quarterback. They just could not get over the hump with the Eagles. They just couldn't get over. I don't know what it was, man. They had great defenses with Brian Dawkins and Trotter, and the list goes on. Brian Westbrook. They had, man, listen, they had a team, bro. They had a team, bro. They were probably the favorites to beat the Patriots in that one Super Bowl. I think it was it in 2004? I don't even know what year it was, bro. It's been so long, but Andy Reid is one of them guys. I got a lot of respect because he started from scratch. See, Mike Tomlin, he didn't start from scratch when it comes to a quarterback. Like, he had Big Ben, and ever since Big Ben, they haven't been to the Super Bowl. They haven't been to an AFC Championship game, to my knowledge. They haven't found that next quarterback. They always seem to go for the veteran quarterback route, which is nothing wrong with that. But you got to start drafting and trying to figure out what can be your franchise quarterback. I love Mike Tomlin, though. Really consistent getting to the playoffs. And I always say, you get to the playoffs, you never know what can happen. But the AFC is so stacked, man. You got to find that. You got to go get that quarterback. McVay over Andy Reid. I like McVay. I think McVay is one of the best young. I don't even know how old he is. I think he's young though, but McVay is one of the best offensive-minded head coaches. I love his play calling. I love the way he coaches, and I think him getting Matthew Stafford put him on a whole nother level, man. He just needed a quarterback that can, that knows what the heck he's doing. And Matthew Stafford is one of the best in the game, and perfect match. Bro, people think we are going to get Kirk Cousins and Snead and Jordan. David Clowney. Yeah, listen, Kirk Cousins will be a good backup. He'll be a good backup for y'all. Clowney, I just feel like Clowney, listen, I ain't trying to hate on Clowney. I think if he's not getting to the quarterback, he's not good at stopping the run as an edge rusher. If he ain't getting to the quarterback, he doesn't really do nothing for you, bro. Like, he doesn't do the little things, in my honest opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone can school me on Clowney's game. I know if he ain't getting to the quarterback, he's not really doing too much. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button if y'all in the building. Hit the subscribe button if you're in the building. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. And all you Packer fans that's in the building, keep that same energy. It's all love. But we're going to beat the brakes off the Packers 2 times this season. We sweeping y'all. Packers for giving Dallas Rashawn Gary, always been one of my favorite players. And thank you, Dallas, for giving us parts. Yo, let me say this, man. Michael Parsons, man, he was doing his thing. You know what's so funny? Like, not even funny, right? But it's crazy, right? Because they was like, listen, I was like, oh, Michael Parsons ain't going to do nothing for the Packers. I had to put some respect on his name. Like, yo, as soon as he got to the Packers, bro, he was just dominating. And it's sad, man. I hate seeing good players get injured. I hope he gets healthy, man, because my mindset is to be the best, you got to beat the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't wish injuries on nobody. One of my favorite pass rushers is on the Lions. His name is Aiden Hutchinson. I know you know who Aiden Hutchinson is. If you were NFC North, if your team's in the NFC North, you know who I'm talking about. One of the best pass rushers in the game, bro. I hate it when he broke. I think he broke his leg, and then he came back this season, and he was playing pretty good. But Aiden Hutchinson, one of my favorite pass rushers in the game. And I hate when players like that get hurt because it's just like, yo, I want to beat you at your best. I know injuries are part of the game, And I'm not going to say that, oh, if we would have had this guy, y'all would have lost. Because injuries are part of the game. Every team goes through injuries. So I just chalk it up to the game, man. It's just part of the game. But it does suck when you have these major players get hurt. And Michael Parsons, I don't know what his sacks were last year, but I could have seen him getting 15 plus sacks last year. Probably more than that. To be honest with you, if he would have stayed healthy. But, that was a good trade. Michael just struggling being consistent. I'm not saying he's not elite, but he can't really do much against good offensive lines. Ooh, okay. Good evaluation. I got to look more into that. I mean, he's one of the best pass rushers, though. I think he's one of the best pass rushers, though. Well, if it wasn't hurt, would be better. Yup. Yeah, he was hurt, too, on top of that. You gave him when he was injured, so the Michael's fault for playing. Yeah. But he still was dominant, though. Even playing hurt, he was dominant. What made it worse is he got even more hurt. I don't know what was it, an ACL? He was just trying to do too much, and he got even more hurt, which is the unfortunate truth. It sucks, man. Really sucks. Still doing. True. True. I will give you that he is. Yeah. I'm knocking Kevin because despite all the talent, he still sucks at coaching. But the Packers have replacement, especially Zaire Franklin. He got to do special teams, offense, defense. He's got to do. He has to do work 3 days out of the week. 35 push-ups, champ. What's up, Broncos fan here? My team just got Jalen Waddle. Yes, man. I heard about that, man. That's a good move, man. And what's his name? Kurt Sutton, your other wide receiver. I think that's going to be Sutton and Waddle is going to be that's two good wide receivers, man. I think Waddle is definitely your number one. I think he's your number one. The one thing about the Broncos is, like, I love Bo Nix. I love their defense. Their offense was just missing something. And maybe Waddle is that missing piece. We'll see what happens. Health is the most important thing for Bo Nix and the Broncos. That's for every team. But specifically the Broncos, because the Broncos, they lost Bo Nix in the last couple of plays of the dang-on game. They lost Bo Nix the last couple of plays of the dang-on game. So, yeah, Bo Nix got to stay healthy. But sometimes their offense gets a little bit stagnant. And then, they got to get it together. And I think Waddle is a good wide receiver. I think he's only like 27 years old. He's still in his 20s. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. Mike, the NFL is adding a Wednesday game. I'm being so... Yo, for real? I don't know, man. I don't know about the Wednesday, man. How y'all feel about Wednesday games? I don't know about that. I don't know. Denver just became a lot more dangerous. Yes, you know what's so crazy about Denver? Not even crazy, man. Like, that defense is on another level, bro. Like, I love defenses like theirs, man. They got some straight up dogs, man. Straight up dogs. A Wednesday game? Yes, bro. That's crazy. Remember they kept playing that whole Texas Tech quarterback. Niners might be a problem this season. The Niners got to stay healthy. Man. I don't know how they... Listen, I have so much respect for that organization. I can't even hate on the 49ers, bro. Like, I have a lot of respect for them. I got respect for their coach, mainly their coach. Kyle Shanahan, like, listen, that he's a coach, bro. He's a real coach. You got pretenders, you got real ones and pretenders. He's a real one, man. Like, he's a real coach, man. He'll make adjustments on the fly. He'll adjust to injuries. He'll do whatever it takes to win. Big Ben killed the Steelers, though. He stayed 3 years too long, and they honored it because he was Big Ben. Yeah, that's true too. You gotta know when to let him go. You gotta know when to let him go. Yeah. Clowney, he ain't. Clowney gave Mahomes when Dallas played KC. Clowney refuses to play an entire season. All the talent in the world, and he's just meh. ACL. Okay, ACL. Sutton being number 2. Yes, Sutton being number 2 is going to be good. Yes. And shout out to 2 Evil in the building. Yeah, Sutton's going to be number 2. Yeah, Sutton's going to be number 2. McCarthy is going to have a great career in the general arts. I just searched it up. It's expected to be like September 9th. That's crazy, bro. The NFL's taking over, bro. The NFL's taking over. They trying to take every game. They trying to take every day of the week. They might as well just take every day of the week, bro, at this point. Just take Tuesday. You already got Monday. You got Thursday. I think they got Friday games. They got Saturday games. They got Sunday. You might as well just take every day of the week. Just take all the days of the week. Don't even worry about it at this point. If you're going to do Wednesdays, you might as well do Tuesdays. You might as well do Tuesdays. You already got Monday night football. You might as well have Tuesday night football. You might as well just do it. I don't know how it's going to work out with the schedule, but they'll figure it out. You might as well just, listen, I ain't knocking the NFL. Dominate the sports world. Just dominate. It is what it is. My whole thing is this. I just hope these players are able to do it. That's all. Kevin O'Connell, pretender, coach, but he'll say whatever he needs to. Yes, need him to say. Yeah, he's a very good. He has the gift of gab. Like he could talk. He'll talk out of like the most obvious thing that happened. Oh well, my offensive line, like the offensive line could be trash, right? And he'll go 30 yards down the field with a play call, and he'll say, well, the offensive line, if you really look closely, the one guy. Shoestring was on the field and he slipped on that, but he got his balance and he blocked for a couple of extra seconds. So it really wasn't the offensive line. It was the quarterback that held on the ball too long and this and that and the third and we just have to be better at throwing the ball away. And it's really like he'll just give you like this whole spin on the conversation, a spin on he'll just I don't know. It's like reverse psychology with him, bro. Jordan Love overrated. He's solid. He could be really good too. And he still was better than Caleb. No. You said who's better than Caleb? Jordan Love? Hey, listen, as a Viking fan, bro, I gotta respectfully disagree with that. Hey, listen, Caleb Williams in his second season with a whole new coach, a whole new system, had his offense top 3 all season long. Packers didn't have a top 3 offense. They had a good offense. They was banged up. They running back banged up. What's his name? Josh Howard, I believe. Jordan Love was banged up throughout the season as well. But I think Caleb, for me, played better last season than Jordan Love. I don't even think that's a debate. If you look up the statistics, if you look at the stats, and you look at the play, bro, like the play of Caleb Williams, he made a big jump in his second season. Like Caleb Williams, bro, if y'all remember the first season, he struggled. Offensive line was banged up. The offense was just not good. And then Ben Johnson came along and changed that whole offense around. And I like Jordan Love, so I'm not hating on Jordan Love, but I think Caleb, in my honest opinion, played a little bit better. Not even a little. I think he played a lot better. Like, a lot better. And some of the stuff that I love about Caleb, he's hard to bring down. Even if you get to the backfield, he's hard to bring down. And another thing about Caleb, he is super athletic, and he throws the ball away. When he gets in trouble, he plays like a vet. There's not many quarterbacks. You know the quarterback that threw the ball away that comes to mind, that just all-time great, that I used to, absolutely love, watch play. He's nowhere close to the athleticism of Caleb Williams, but he was very, very intelligent when he will throw the ball. If it's a dead play, he's not going to force it. Peyton Manning was good for just throwing the ball away. If the play is not going to work, he's not going to try to force it. He's not going to make a bad play into a worse play by trying to fit it in, try to fit the ball in triple coverage, he'll just throw it away. Just throw it away. Live to fight another day. Like, I understand if it's third down, you got to do what you got to do. But watching a young quarterback have the mindset of you can't make every single play, that's coaching, bro. That's coaching. He wasn't playing like that his rookie season. That's coaching. You got to coach some young quarterback to make them feel like, yo, it's okay to throw the ball away. If you feel like the pressure, it's not worth trying to make a throw or run for a first down, just throw the ball away. That's a veteran mindset. And I wanted J.J. McCarthy to do that all season long last year, because I truly feel like if he would have threw the ball away, maybe he wouldn't have got hurt. Maybe he wouldn't have got a concussion. I don't know. Yeah, the Packers run off multiple number 2 receivers, so any of them could be your number 1 any week, but none of them are actually number 1 wide receiver. Yeah, like at least signed one can lead the team. Running the Packers receivers this past fantasy season was a nightmare. What's going on? And I'm just thinking, right? All right, so what's the title of this video again? Mike Florio said it's inevitable for Kyle Murray to be the starter for the Vikings, quarterback 1. And he was saying it's probably not going to be a short-term. It's a short-term fix. It may be a long-term fix. It's just a lot of factors have to be right. A lot of factors like injuries, of course, and does he even want to sign a big max contract with the Vikings? Are you completely done with J.J. McCarthy? Because you're not going to sign Kyler Murray to a 3-year extension or 4-year extension and still keep J.J. McCarthy. So you have to really make sure you want to get rid of J.J. McCarthy. But you know what though, man? I love that. I love this conversation, because before the conversation was just all right. J.J. McCarthy has to learn the small things, the dropping back, his footwork, and this, and the Vikings have the talent, but we don't know if we have the quarterback, and we're starting to think about trading people were like having conversations of trading Justin Jefferson, and it's just like I was getting tired of those conversations. Like, I just want quality quarterback play, whether it's J.J. McCarthy or not. And this is prior to the Kyler Murray signing, because my favorite choice, my number 1 choice, was Mac Jones. And y'all know, Mike knows. Mike, if you're still in the comments, Mike knows the number 1 choice I was trying to speak it into existence was Mac Jones. Kyler Murray, the last few weeks started to get momentum, the conversation about him. And I was like, okay, I'm not saying I'm against it, but I'm more of a Mac Jones guy. But now that I think about it, man, this was the best because of the minimum, 1.3 mil, and then go from there. Hey, Mike, thanks for... Hargrave, you welcome, bro. Hey, listen, I got nothing against Hargrave. You can have him, though, bro. Hey, listen, I got nothing against Hargrave, but you can definitely have Hargrave, brother. Respectfully speaking. You know what I mean? Vikings too cheap to get Mac Jones, in my opinion. He has the best shot of having the next Darnold story. I thought Mac Jones was more of the player that would fit the offense better than Kyler Murray. So that's why I wasn't. And Mike, I wasn't really talking about Kyler Murray like that. Like, when people would bring it up, because they would bring up Tua, I said no. I automatically said no. I said if I had to choose out of the 2, I'm picking Kyler Murray, because I don't want to get and I say this respectfully, I don't want to get a quarterback that every hit he's getting a concussion. I don't want that. So I said I'll go with Kyler. But I just was like, I don't know, like, is he going to be on script when it comes to the play calling? How is that going to work? We'll see what happens. I'm excited to see what they can do. I want to know if this man is still athletic like he was with the Cardinals, like in his prime, like early on. Did he completely heal from his ACL? Did he completely heal from the injuries that he had with the Cardinals? I want to know if this man's healed. And can this man stay healthy? I want to know. If he can, we'll see what happens. I want to know if he can get the ball down the field to Justin Jefferson. Can he buy time with his feet? If the offensive line is not completely healthy, and buy time and throw it down the field to Jordan Addison. Can he throw it down the field to TJ Hockenson? I just want better. I just want a better offense, man. I'm tired of feeling like this offense is like just sucks. And it did suck last season, but I just want to see a better offense, man. That was one of the worst offenses I have seen being a Viking fan. We was ranked number 29th, and people were giving excuses for Kevin O'Connell, and they were giving excuses for the quarterbacks. Like, yes, Carson Wentz, you know, he just got on the team and started playing. And he got hurt and he played through. So I don't got nothing against Carson. J.J. McCarthy had his moments. No hate on J.J. McCarthy. The only thing I don't like is that he keeps getting hurt. And showing flashes you play 10 games, and not even a complete 10 games is not going to be good enough when your offense is ranked 29th. Like, I can understand if he was playing at like the greatest level and we won most of those games, we would have made it to the playoffs. But in those 10 games, it just wasn't enough, man. And then just him getting hurt constantly just is going to hold your team back. Regardless of how much you like J.J. McCarthy, you got to admit he keeps getting hurt. You can't even deny that. You can't even deny it. Problem with the Packers, get Mac Jones. Jones is also his exact quarterback type. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Mike. Would be a good duo. You think Hargrave and Micah would be a good duo? I like Micah. I don't know about Hargrave. I mean, I was with the Packers, get Mac Jones. Vikings games were painful to watch. Like, oh my gosh. I love the defense, but I did not like the offense. You ain't lying. Vikings game were painful to watch last year. Them only being 29 was shocking to me. Why Embiid has not played in Denver since 2019. Yeah. He ain't going to, bro. I think it's a wrap for that. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate you. Can I get 10 likes on the live stream? If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. You know, sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. We're also going to be going live for primetime games as well. So salute to everybody that's in the building. I'm just trying to catch up in the chat. People think Packers should get D-Hop for our wide receivers one. I don't know, man. How is D-Hop right now? Like, what's his health look like? What does his health look like? In my opinion, I want Hill, Debo. You know what's so funny? Hello, good morning. Good morning. You know what's so funny? Not even funny. I would love to have Debo Samuel. Like, I would love to have him as, like, you know, as wide receiver 3 for the Vikings, bro. Like, I would love to have him on the Minnesota Vikings. I think that would be awesome. Hey, bring Debo to us, bro. For real. Jennings is solid as well. D-Hop is a big name, but how is his play? D-Hop is a big name, but how is his play? Because we got to remember, like, some of these players that got the big name, they was good in their prime, but how is D-Hop right now? That's the question. D-Hop is great, but he's a French 2-3 wide receiver. Yeah, I mean, if D-Hop, if he wanted to come to the Vikings for the low, hey, listen, I'll take him as our 3rd wide receiver. I would love that. Have Kyler Murray, quarterback. You got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and D-Hop. Hey, listen, I like the way that sounds, bro. I like the way that sounds. Even as a Packers fan, we don't have a clear wide receiver one. And yeah. Yup. D-Hop is 34. See, yeah, he could be 34, but what injuries does he have? What injuries has he had throughout his history? Because you could be 34 and still be dominant. Of course, you're not going to be as good as you was earlier, most likely, but you can still be dominant and make some impact on the field. Maybe you could be, you know what I mean? I don't know his injury history. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I ain't gonna sit here and lie though, man. I'm so excited about this season. I want this season to start already, bro. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait any longer, bro. I want the NFL season to start right now. For real. I'm tired of waiting. I want to talk about what the Vikings' next victim's gonna be. When we play the Packers, they a victim. When we play the Bears, they a victim. When we play the Lions, they a victim. We gonna destroy everybody. He hasn't had a big injury since training camp of 2024. What was his injury though? Was it like a ACL, Achilles, or? I wonder what's a worse injury, like an ACL or Achilles. I guess it just depends on how bad it is, right? Last year, the this was the right. Yeah, man. Yeah, we had to watch all that stuff, man. I had to battle through that, bro. Hello. Oh, you're good. Hello, you're good. I had to battle through that, Mike. I had to battle through all them games, bro. I was like, oh my gosh, bro. I said, man, this is brutal. Our offense, I don't think people, and listen, like I said, it's not all on JJ McCarthy. But do y'all understand how bad our offense really looked, bro? Our offense was so bad, bro. Shit it was horrible. It was to the point, bro. It was to the point. It was like you might as well just give them the ball back, bro. That's how bad it was. I was like, yo, we gotta look. I was so desperate, right, for our offense to do something, Mike. And I know you remember. I was like, yo, can we at least get one first down? Can we get at least one first down? That's how bad it was, bro. Can we give the defense a break at all? 3 and out. Turnover. 3 and out. Turnover. 3 and out. One first down. Then you go 3 and out. Then you go three and out again. It's just like, it was bad, bro. A grade two MCL tear / strain. Ooh. I don't know, bro. Now, if he's 100% healthy, yeah, welcome to the Minnesota Vikings. You know what I'm saying? I'll take anybody. He's not going to be our number 1 or 2, so that'll be good for the Vikings. He'll be the number 3. He'll be cooking the third corner. He'll be cooking the third corner, so I'll take that any day of the week, bro. I'll take that any day of the week. You know what I was thinking? I think the Vikings are going to draft the tight end. What's his name? Sadiq from Oregon Ducks. I feel like we're going to draft him, man, in the first round. I like him, but in my opinion, I think the Vikings got to stick with the trenches, man. I want the best defensive tackle. And I got a feeling they're going to probably do something that I'm not going to say I'm going to hate it, but I'm not going to like it all like that. I just feel like they're going to do something that, I don't know. But I understand. I think Sadiq is a very good, a good tight end. He's a good blocker. He's a good, he can catch the ball. He's super quick, super athletic. He'll be a red zone threat. I would absolutely like him. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know about that. Go an entire half without no first down. Oh my gosh, bro. Don't remind me, bro. But listen, and this is why I be trying to tell people, look, I'm not hating on JJ McCarthy. But come on, bro. Like, when people be like, all right, I'm not watching the whole season of the Vikings because it's going to be Kyler Murray starting. I'm like, did y'all not see what we was dealing with? I mean, I know it's not all on him, but my gosh, bro. We went through a whole game without scoring touchdowns, bro. We went through a whole game barely getting field goals. I was like, how quick do y'all forget, like, what we had to go through as Viking fans? Y'all, are we all watching the same thing? That stuff was brutal. Shout out to Smeagol in the building, baby. Shout out to my guy Smeagol in the building. Mike Florio's talking his talk, Smeagol. Yeah, hey, listen. He talking his talk, Smeagol, because he talking about it's inevitable that the myth, the legend, Kyler Murray will be quarterback one. And he's saying that Kyler Murray could potentially be a short-term fix. Well, he'll be a short-term fix and potentially be a long-term fix. It just depends on what happens. But in other words, he's talking about JJ McCarthy. You know, it might be a wrap for JJ McCarthy in Minnesota. Could be a possibility. All I know is this: the Vikings better not draft no quarterback with Kevin O'Connell. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to take no chance again. I don't want to take another chance with that, man. If say Kyler Murray's not good and say they give up on JJ McCarthy completely, I don't trust Kevin O'Connell to draft a quarterback in 2027. Hey, listen, everybody got to get fired to me. That's just my opinion. Everybody better be fired. If we suck this season offensively and Kyler Murray sucks and they trade JJ or they give up on him, we got to start over, bro. Like, completely over. I'm not just talking about the GM. I'm talking about everybody. Head coach, everybody got to go. For real. Then you be a third and one. And Kevin O'Connell will call. Yo, that's the funniest comment, bro, because it's so true. Kevin O'Connell, 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches, bro. He's going for a touchdown pass, baby. He going for the touchdown pass. We at the 50-yard line. All we need is a couple of inches or a foot or a yard, whatever. This guy going for the touchdown, bro. Then we're going to have to punt it because we don't get it. Or it's an interception. You can't make this stuff up, bro. Yeah. It'll be 3rd and 1 and Kevin O'Connell will call JJ McCarthy to throw it 40, 50 yards down the field, knowing that our whole offensive line is banged up and hurt. Yo, you can't make this stuff up, bro. I can't believe we really went through that. Like, when you really think about it, you're like, yo, how did the Vikings win 9 games last year? Like, I still don't understand how we won 9 games. How did the Vikings win 9 games? Our offense was the worst in the game. I don't care. I don't care that we're ranked 29th. I know there's 32 teams in the NFL. I know we were 20. We the worst, bro. We had the worst offense in the game. I don't know who was 30, 31, and 32. Don't even care. Don't even matter. We were the worst. How is there anybody worse than our offense? I don't understand how anybody could be worse than what the Vikings did offensively. And I still don't understand how did we win 9 games last year? And that's why I feel like it's only up from here, right? We can't get any worse, right? You can't get any worse offensively. You got to improve from 29th. You can't go backwards. You can't get worse than that. You can't. Almost stepped in some poop. I want the Packers to trade for Brian Thompson Jr. Gotta go get him. You gotta make the call, bro. You got the connections. You gotta make that call, bro. Vikings probably going to go offense in the draft and leave B Flores with undrafted pickups. Oh man, I think Brian Flores. This is the year to win the Super Bowl, yo. Because I think Brian Flores is going after this year. We gotta try to win it this year, bro. For real. My favorite moment from last year was when the Packers hit the skull dance. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Hey, y'all shouldn't be doing that, bro. Y'all shouldn't be doing that, man. Wouldn't be a deep ball to JJ. It would be a deep ball to Naylor. And as of now, Felton is our Naylor. What you mean it's not a deep ball to Justin deep? I'm confused. My bad, bro. I had to say it's all good, bro. Yeah, JJ, we talking about JJ McCarthy throwing the ball deep when it's 3rd and inches or third and 1. Instead of going for the run. No, what's worse, bro? With Max with Max Brosmer, man, I don't know what Kevin O'Connell tried to lose that game, bro. I think we was going against the Seahawks. I think, yeah, man, with Max Brosmer, that was the worst play caller I have ever seen, bro. Oh, my bad, bro. He's saying it wouldn't be 3rd and 1. The deep ball wouldn't go to Jefferson. It would go to Naylor. Okay. We miss Naylor. I want Naylor to come back to the Vikings. Nah, the best moment was the 4th and goal against number 1. Yeah. So making his debut, he draws up a PA bootleg. Bootleg to the right, or was it to the left? To the right, and then he throws the pick 6, man. You can't make this stuff up, bro. You can't make this stuff. Look, it was so bad, I started laughing, bro. I wasn't even mad. It was so bad, I wasn't even mad, though, bro. I was laughing at the play. Because I said, this got to be the worst. It's like, you can't make this stuff up. And what's crazy about it is our defense held it down, bro. We had Sam Darnold looking bad, bro. We had Sammy D looking bad in that game, bro. We had Sam Darnold looking like, oh, man, I don't know about this. Listen, if we had some good quality quarterback play that game, we could have won that game. Hands down, we could have won that game. He never threw to JJ. It was always Naylor and Keeson. And I wonder why that. I wonder why. Foolish. Why is that? Why was he always throwing to Naylor? I guess he has more chemistry with him. I don't know. I guess he'll have more chemistry with him. I'll go this way. If I was a Packers general manager, I would be calling the Jags and other teams for wide receiver availability and other positions. The Jags, nah, because I think the Jags, they think they might got something going on, man. They think they might be a contender. I don't know. The Jags was pretty solid last year. They made the playoffs, right? I can't remember. Did they make the playoffs, the Jags? I think the Jags made the playoffs. As soon as Bro Show turns, there is a defense. And he panic throws because he knows it's 4th down. It doesn't want to take his yo, man, that was crazy, yo. That was crazy. I can't even front, man. That had to have been the worst of the worst right there, bro. Straight up. I don't think it gets any worse than that. I felt bad for Max Brosmer. After that game, I felt bad. Yeah, Jefferson is always... And then he was definitely triple coverage because there was nobody else they could do it. They couldn't get the ball to the man. They couldn't even get the ball to Jordan Addison. They couldn't get the ball to anybody, bro. Now that I think about it, I just want to forget that offensive season, the offense, like the whole offense. I just want to forget about it. I searched it up, and apparently he's on the trade block, and yes, they did. The Jacksonville Cowboys won't ever do anything besides look like they'll do something. Oh, Jacksonville Cowboys. Jacksonville Cowboys is diabolical. Yo, the Cowboys seem like, I don't know, man. Like, they have the talent, bro. They look like you're right. They look like they about to do something. And then Stephen A. Smith says, just you wait. What can go wrong will go wrong. And that's the Dallas Cowboys. Just you wait. He said he loves it when they get to the playoffs. He said, oh, man, I love it, man. He'd be like, see you tomorrow on First Take tomorrow morning. I love it, man. I love it. I love Cowboy fans. They're funny, man. The Cowboy fans, they'll be 0-16, and they'll somehow say, we're going to win the Super Bowl. Nah, bro, the Dolphins aren't. What's up, man? He said, nah, bro, the Dolphins aren't names the Miami Dolphins. They are the Miami Packers, bro. Yeah, man. Woo! But yeah, I'm about to get off this live stream, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. I think I'm going to be doing a mock draft. I can't do it tomorrow. Probably on Friday. I'll probably be doing a mock draft. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. Do you think we'll miss CJ Ham? Whew. This is how I look at it, right? We don't run the ball enough to miss CJ Ham. And I don't mean to be negative about Kevin O'Connell. I'm just being honest with you, bro. We won't miss CJ Ham enough because we don't run the ball. Now, I feel like if we got lucky enough and Jeremiah Love dropped to 18, we drafted him, he will be forced to run the ball, I will hope, right? So we will have to probably draft a fullback maybe in the later rounds. But I like the CJ Ham. I loved him when we had Dalvin Cook. Man, we need a running back like Dalvin Cook, man, for real, man. Like, somebody that can do everything. And we need a fullback. I would love to have a fullback. That smash mouth football. You know we're going to run the ball, but guess what? Can you stop it? Yeah, you know we're going to run the ball, but can you stop it? I love that mindset, man. Hey, you know we're going to do this? Oh, can you stop it, though? You know what I mean? You could know that we're about to run. You don't know what side we're going to run. And if you do know what side, can you stop it? But, like, I listen, I ain't trying to be negative about Kevin O'Connell, but I just feel like I hope he proves me wrong, but I just don't like his play calling. I just don't. I'm just being honest with y'all. I just don't like his play calling. Now, we'll see if he learned his lesson and he tries to establish the run a little bit more with Kyler Murray, especially because you've seen two teams that were top 10 in running the ball in the Super Bowl. I mean, that got to be something. It can't be a coincidence. It can't just be, oh, that just happens randomly. It never happens. Well, I hope he learned his lesson, because if not, well, he will be fired. He will be fired if he didn't learn his lesson. You have to run the ball, especially for young quarterbacks. Oh my gosh, especially for young quarterbacks. Every rookie quarterback, every second, third year quarterback, if your coach does not run the ball and try to make it a little bit even as possible, they're just messing up your quarterback, bro. I don't care how good your young quarterback is. You still got to run the ball. Like, don't coach a young quarterback like he's a vet. And even veterans need a run game, but especially these young quarterbacks, like the second years, the first year quarterbacks, you got to run the freaking ball, bro. Even if the run game's not working, you got to still try to run. Ham time facts. I'm like, all right, bro, gotta go. All right, bro. Ham time, let's get it, baby. You don't trust Kevin O'Connell. I want to trust Kevin O'Connell. To be continued. Let me see what he does with Kyler Murray this season, and we'll see what happens. I want to trust him, but I don't really trust him all like that, because I felt like you didn't have JJ. You let JJ McCarthy pretty much fail on purpose, in my honest opinion. I know that's kind of critical and it might sound a little harsh maybe, but I'm just being honest, man. Like, you did not want to run the ball with JJ McCarthy. I don't know why. It was like you were trying to prove something. Like, oh, well, I drafted him and I know what's best for him, and he's going to throw it as many times as I want him to throw it. And even if he's not doing the best and the offensive line is struggling, I'm still going to try to have JJ McCarthy throw it 40 yards down the field. Even if it's 3rd and inches, I'm going to throw it 40 yards down the field. I'll even do a play action. Knowing my offensive line is banged up, I'm going to do that because I am the genius of the world. You know what I mean? That's what I'll be feeling like. And I like Kevin O'Connell. Nothing personal. But at the same time, I don't trust them all like that. I got to see. What happens. But shout out to everybody in the building. Peace and blessings. Oh, peace and blessings, everybody. Have a great day. Shout out to y'all. God bless to y'all. And I'm out.